Hi guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Mika and today we're doing a lot actually in this vlog. So this is going to be a 24-hour readathon vlog. However, today I'm going to a Cassandra Clare book signing and I thought it would be really fun to take you guys with me and show you. Unfortunately, we're not going to have any photo opportunities with her, but I feel like regardless, it'll just be really fun for you guys to tag along. I just got my copy of Chain of Thorns in the mail, but what sucks is that I had to purchase another copy in order to get a ticket to the signing. But I am partnering with Simon on my TikTok for Chain of Thorns. And that's going to be a really exciting video. I cannot wait to do that. Hence why I have a few copies of that book already and it hasn't even, like, today's the release day. I got the Waterstones edition, I got the regular edition, which they sent to me over for our partnership, and then I got the signed edition that I'm about to receive at the signing. It's also really exciting because I think we are getting tote bags and character cards, so I can't wait. I love doing 24-hour readathons. I haven't done one in so long, so I felt like this video was the perfect opportunity. Plus I have a bunch of books to unbox for you guys, so I just feel like this is going to be a great vlog and I absolutely cannot wait for you guys to watch it and I can't wait to film it. Okay, but with that being said, I actually have to go because traffic is horrible right now and I haven't eaten. I kid you not, guys, I literally got off of a flight at 5 in the morning today, took a nap, woke up, started getting ready, and now I'm going to this signing. I'm going with Christina, who I'm sure you all know by now. I literally go to like every single book signing with her. But yeah, okay, enough chit chat. It's time for me to go.
Mine was for my dad's job. In her case, it's because her father was a drunk. But it's that discombobulating feeling of you keep going to a new place and you make friends and you make connections and then you have to pull up your roots and move again.
Okay, so just got back from the signing. Although it wasn't really a signing, it was more like a discussion. We have the goods, we have Chain of Thorns. Funnily enough, I have another copy of Chain of Thorns, so now I have two. This one's signed, and then I'm working with a publishing company, which is why they sent me this one. And they also sent a cute little James sticker with it, so love to see that. At the signing, they also gave us this Chain of Thorns tote bag, and then these stunning character cards, which I guess I should open and show you guys. We have Cordelia, James, Lucy, Matthew Fairchild, Anna Lightwood, Thomas Lightwood, and Alistair Carstairs, Christopher Lightwood, Ariadne Bridgestock, Jessie Blackthorn, and then Grace Blackthorn. So this is really cool. I'm really happy that I ended up going, and I'm really happy that I even saw that there was gonna be a signing. I saw it super last minute and I was like, you know what? I have to go. I almost forgot, but all of these character cards have these descriptions on the back, and it's very reminiscent to when I got my Chain of Gold art box, and there were also character cards with these descriptions in the back as well. I don't know if it's the same artist who did it. It kind of looks like the same artist. I don't know. I have a lot of unboxings that I really want to show you guys, but I'm going to save that for later. I just wanted to unbox these boxes. So the first item I'm going to show you guys actually came from Owl Crate, and this was in their July or June box, and it is a Crescent City tote bag. I literally screamed when I saw this. I haven't had the chance to use it yet, but I will be getting a lot of use out of this bag. I love tote bags. If y'all saw my tote bag collection, I think you would be a little bit worried for me. So first up, I want to do Owl Crate. This is their December box and the theme is star-crossed. I did already open these boxes just to kind of like peek through really fast. And these are some really good items. I want to do close-ups, but my nails are low-key atrocious right now. So first up, we have this pouch and it says, "You are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desires." And this is obviously from Bridgerton. And they are the cutest little like heart metal straws. I'm absolutely obsessed with them. So next up is this super cute ceramic tea bag rest, and it says, "The stars incline us, they do not bind us." And this is from These Violent Delights. And then we got these salt and pepper shakers, and these are inspired by Serpent and Dove. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, it says, "The dream chooses the dreamer," and it's like one of those little I don't know what these are called, but you can hang them on your wall, and then you can put things inside of the little pouches. That was from Strange the Dreamer. And what's this? Ooh, we got these really pretty bookmarks, and it says, "Your soul sings to mine, my soul is yours, and it will always be in any world," by Laini Taylor. And then the next one is by Sabaa Tahir, and it says, "For tonight, maybe we can just be Laya and Elias." Oh my gosh, you got... I didn't even notice the bag has art prints of them, and this is how they look. I love this. I absolutely love An Ember in the Ashes, so I'm going to cherish this bookmark forever. And then last but not least, we have the book, which is The Poison Season by Mara Rutherford. I haven't heard of this, but this sounds absolutely amazing, and the cover is so freaking pretty. I do have a code with Owlcrate. It'll be down below in my description, and I'll also put it on the screen. I can't ever remember if it's Mika 10 or Mika 15 or just Mika, but I will put it down on the screen again. Like I said, I am already obsessed. I just opened it and I'm already obsessed. So the theme for November was the witching hour, and first things first, they're starting off strong. We have a Kingdom of the Wicked mug. I feel like one person can never have too many bookish mugs, and I have a lot, so this has to be one of the prettiest mugs I've ever seen. The mug is by Avondale Art, and then we have a grimoire pin, and then a Serpent and Dove letter opener. I love Fairy Loot's letter openers. And then next up, we have something that I'm also really excited about, which is a reading journal. So the reading journal looks like this, and it has the same foiling on the back. It's like a very pretty like mint green color. The person who designed this was Chatty Nora. And side note, that also reminds me, I'm pretty sure Owlcrate sent this one to me, but this is another reading journal, and this one has like so many different aspects to it, and maybe I will fill one out and do a video on it. And then of course, because it's Fairy Loot, we can't forget the beautiful tarot cards. And then finally we have the book, which is actually gorgeous, and it is called The Ones We Burn, and this is by Rebecca Mix, and these are the sprayed edges. It has like a really nice ombre effect, and I'm really digging this. I like this a lot. Fairy Loot has been absolutely killing it with their special editions. So that was it for the unboxing. Thank you so much to Fairy Loot and Owlcrate for being absolutely incredible and sending me boxes. The books were stunning. All the items are stunning. I would say that those are like some of my favorite items that I've received in book boxes in a while. So we love to see that. All my codes will be down below in the description, and if you want to join the Fairy Loot waiting list, you can. I'm still very much in a rush, and I've got to go, and I wish I could sit here and gush about the items even longer, but I got a flight to catch. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this reading vlog, and I will see you in the next clip. I'm really excited for this 24-hour readathon. I don't know what I'm in the mood to read. That's been a very consistent problem the last few weeks, or like the last 2 weeks. I read a lot in January. It's February 1st, and I feel like I have no idea what I want to read. It's like all of the books that I was in the mood to read, I'm just not in the mood to read them anymore. But we'll figure that out when the time comes. Okay guys, it is officially time to start this 24-hour readathon. I'm actually in such a reading mood. I'm ready to get these books read. It is currently 8:40, so I don't know if I should start the readathon at 9. Anyways, these are all of the books that I am planning on reading for this readathon. Will I get majority of these done? Absolutely not. And of course, we can't forget my Kindle. I made sure to not pick any books over 400 or like 350 pages, because let's be real, like I am not going to read all of the books that I just showed you guys. I'm going to go through them in just a second. So first up, we have Mysteries of Thorn Manor. This is by Margaret Rogerson. This is the novella to Sorcery of Thorns, and I was thinking about rereading Sorcery of Thorns before reading this, but I think I remember enough of Sorcery of Thorns to like get into this without a problem. I think this is like 180 something pages. And we have Love Her Loser by Tessa Bailey. I loved Fixer Up by Tessa Bailey, and I think this is the third or the second book in that series, and it's a second chance romance where they're already married but they're like having problems, and I love books like that. I feel like a lot of the time, most of the time it's done right. Like I love a good second chance romance. And then we have Skin of the Sea by Natasha Bowen. I've been wanting to read another mermaid book for so long, especially after I read To Kill a Kingdom. So I'm really excited for this one. And I also have this bookmark, and it's a mermaid bookmark, and I'm really mad I didn't use it when I read To Kill a Kingdom. Like, it would have been perfect, but I'm gonna use it when I read this one. And then I have a manga which is called A Sign of Affection. This is a romance manga. It's about a girl who is deaf who meets this really cute guy on a train. That's literally all I know about it. That's all I want to know. And then we have Stolen Air by Holly Black. I speed through Holly Black's books, especially in this world. Like the Coral Prince series, I flew through those books. And then I got the arc of The Blonde Identity by Ali Carter. Now, if you know the series, I tell you I'd love you, but then I'd have to kill you. I literally have it. Hold on. This book, the author is coming out with this book right here, which is the adult version of a spy novel. So this is gonna be really fun. And on top of that, it's super short, so I feel like it's perfect for a readathon. Then I have Juniper Hill by Daphne Perry. I've been saying I want to read this for like months, and I still haven't gotten to it. I read the first book. Okay, that's not true. I've been saying I wanted to read it for like about a month now, but I read the first book in December. It is now like the beginning of February. So hopefully I can get to this. I don't think I'm gonna get to this in this video, but I will try. And then we have a graphic novel, which is Monstrous, and this is by Marjorie Liu. I've been saying that I was gonna read this for years. Like, I got this I think 2 years ago, and ever since I got it, I was like, I'm gonna read this, I'm gonna read this, and then I never read it. Those are all the books that I'm planning on reading for this readathon. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot. I don't know, wish me luck. This one is the shortest out of all of them, so it might be the best pick. So it is currently 10:02 and I am 10 chapters into The Blonde Identity. I'm actually really enjoying this. Also, my face looks like a glazed donut because I did my skincare routine, and if your face doesn't look like a glazed donut, are you really doing it right? So I went into this not knowing anything, and I'm really happy I did because it's really good. So the main character wakes up in Paris and she has complete amnesia, and standing above her is a guy, a very attractive guy, telling her to run. So that's what she does. So she comes to the conclusion that she's a spy. However, they find out that she's not a spy. She is the twin sister to a spy, and she doesn't know her own name. She doesn't know where she is or how she got there. And the secret agent in the beginning who was telling her to run basically thought that it was the twin sister, and he decides to help our main character. I'm really enjoying it. I feel like it's super easy to read. I mentioned in my last video that I love banter, and I'm sure like you guys know that already on this channel that I love banter, and I'm eating this one up. I will say I'm very tired. I should have taken a nap earlier knowing that I was going to be doing this 24-hour readathon, but I didn't do that. I do have coffee in my fridge, and I'm debating on if it's a good idea of me drinking that or not, because sometimes coffee really messes with my stomach. I have a very sensitive stomach, but it's only 10 and I feel like it's 1 in the morning, so I'm gonna drink some coffee. I'm gonna try to stay up late and finish this book. I really want to finish this book before I go to sleep. Like, I need to get at least 1 book done tonight. Maybe after I finish this I will go into like a graphic novel or something, so that'll be a lot lighter on the brain, even though this is pretty light in itself. I got my coffee. Honestly, I will do anything to stay up and finish this book because it's not that long, but I feel like I have a long way to go. Okay, so I just finished The Blonde Identity. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. So I finished it around like 2:30, and then I wrote my review for Goodreads and took a few notes to tell you guys about it. I don't think I mentioned that this book comes out in August, but if you are interested in it, you should definitely pre-order it. This was super easy to read, and it was also just really funny. It's one of those romance books that knows exactly what it is and doesn't really try to steer away from itself. It's a spy novel, but it's super silly at times and it's very self-aware. It has like a lot of cliche spy moments and a lot of cliche romance moments. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but it's aware. It pokes fun at, you know, tropes and only one bed tropes and that kind of stuff, and I just love when books do that. I love spy comedy movies, like spy romance comedy movies. I'm always like the first person in line at the theater to watch those. I just feel like this would be a perfect spy rom-com movie. I think overall it was just really fun and the plot twists were good. This definitely isn't going to be for everyone. If you don't really like silly books, then I'd probably stay away from it, but I love a good silly quirky book here and there, and this was definitely that. And it was just the perfect book to start off this readathon with, so I'm happy. First book done. The next book that I think I'm going to read is Monstrous. It's a graphic novel. It's super short, so I want to get something quick and easy out of the way. Because I just read like a spy slash mystery romance novel, this definitely has more of like the sci-fi fantasy element to it. And then I'm not sure what book I'm going to read after, but I'm going to get this read, update you guys when I finish, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed because it's extremely late and I do want to wake up at like a decent time tomorrow to continue reading. I'm so happy that like I'm in such a reading mood. This rarely ever happens. Like, I feel like in 2022 I was reading a lot, but this year I feel like I really started out strong. Why am I still holding this book up? I feel like I really started out strong, so I'm excited to see how many books I can get through for this readathon. Wish me luck. Okay, so I just started Monstrous and I am already obsessed with this freaking graphic novel. I cannot believe it took me so long to read this. I knew that I was gonna like it because I had started it, like I literally read the first page a year ago or a little bit over a year ago, and then I put it down and just completely forgot about it. But I was like cleaning out my books the other day and I saw this and I was like, I need to pick this up soon, and I'm so glad I did. The main character's name is Micah, I believe. It's spelled M-A-I-K-A, which is a little bit too similar to my name. I'm really happy I decided to pick this up. Okay, I finished Monstrous. I absolutely loved this. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This was amazing. I'm not the biggest fan of graphic novels. I don't own that many, and over the last few years I've been wanting to get more into them, and I feel like this might have been the key to me liking graphic novels. I read them occasionally and I usually have a good time when I do. I've probably read like a handful, but this, I'm obsessed. I literally want to go out and buy all of the volumes. First things first, I want to say the art and the illustrations in this is amazing. There's so much attention to detail with the facial expressions, and just like everything about the art is gorgeous. It's also very like gothic and steampunk with like those sci-fi elements to it, and the story, the freaking story. Like, I was looking at a lot of reviews on Goodreads and I saw that a lot of people were saying that they just couldn't get into it. It was very confusing and too dense and the world building wasn't enough for them, but I would have to disagree. There's like a misconception that like you can read graphic novels super fast and like it's super easy to read, whatever. Because I did find myself having to go back and reread parts that I wasn't understanding, but as soon as I went back and reread those parts, I grasped what was going on. I'd probably recommend this to someone who reads fantasy and reads sci-fi and wants a nice visual aid to it. It did take me longer to read than I was expecting, which I should have seen that coming because it is still a fantasy sci-fi. I feel like if I was reading like a romance graphic novel, it would have been way easier to read. So it did take me quite a bit. It is currently 6 o'clock the next day when I'm filming this, but I woke up late today. Like, I woke up really late and I actually ended up taking a nap. So instead of ending my readathon at around 9 today, I think I'm gonna push it back an hour in order to get at least one more book read. As for the books I have to choose from next, I have them all here. So I think I'm going to read Juniper Hill by Devney Perry. This one is just going to be what I need for a little break in between reading Monstrous. I'm in dire need of coffee or Red Bull or literally anything that will give me energy. It's been super rainy today, which I feel like is perfect weather for reading, but it also makes me feel really groggy and tired when it's raining, hence why I woke up so late and why I ended up taking a nap on top of that. But yeah, Juniper Hill it is. I thought the first book in this series was very serious. Like the tone of it was not playful whatsoever, and I really like my romance books to be at least just a little bit playful. Like I don't mind a serious romance book, but it felt a little bit bland. I read some snippets from this book and I feel like the tone is just completely different, and I talked about this in my book haul, but the main character seems like a hot mess. Like she has a newborn baby, she just moved to a new small town, has a new job, is like living with this grumpy ass man. I just feel like it'll be a really good and easy quick read. Fingers crossed this one's a winner. Just look at how my bed looks after I film one of these clips. Okay, so I actually decided to read Juniper Hill on my Kindle because I just read faster on my Kindle. Okay, so it's been a few hours and I finished Juniper Hill by Devney Perry. I definitely have some thoughts about this book and I will talk about all of them in the next clip. Okay, before I get into my overall thoughts and tell you guys just like how I felt about the books that I read and the last book that I read, because I don't really think I talked too much about that yet, I'm going to show you guys some fun stuff that I got in the mail recently that I've literally been waiting to show in this video. First up, I want to show these beautiful dust jackets that I got from, I actually got these on Depop. They are the Dusty Shops, I believe that's what it is. A Court of Thorns and Roses dust jackets, and these I saw were like reselling for so much money because they're sold out on the Dusty Shop, but I saw it on Depop. Someone was selling all of them for like way cheaper than face value, which is actually really rare to find. Usually people like hike up the price on these, so I immediately was like, yeah, I'm buying it. I think I paid like $40 for every single dust jacket, and they're beautiful. I think they retail for about like $70 on the actual website, which is a lot. They're just so pretty, and I knew as soon as I saw them I had to have them. They all have the most gorgeous art on them. I got these because I don't love the new A Court of Thorns and Roses dust jackets, so I saw new pretty dust jackets and I was like, okay, I need to have these on my shelves. And then I participated in the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale, of course, and I had to get my hands on Kingdom of the Feared, the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I have all of the other two in the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, but I didn't have this one, so I had to get it before they stopped selling it. And then I got the Stolen Air by Holly Black in the Barnes & Noble iconic black edition. And then I had been searching for this absolutely everywhere because I'm an idiot and I forgot to buy it when they reprinted it, because I just thought that they were going to keep it in stock for a while and they didn't. And that is the black edition of The Cruel Prince. So I have the black edition of The Wicked King and Queen of Nothing, but I didn't have The Cruel Prince, and they reprinted it and I still didn't buy it, and then I missed out on it again. But I had tweeted about it, and one of my mutuals on Twitter, Levi, reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to trade an arc that I had for this book, so we switched off. And I'm really happy I did, because like I was not going to read that arc, and I'm glad it was in someone else's hands who really wanted it, and I got a book that I really wanted out of that, so that was amazing. Before I talk about Juniper Hill, I did want to say that I think my favorite book I read in this entire 24-hour readathon is Monstrous. I really enjoyed this. I am truly just a fantasy girl at heart. I feel like this wasn't something that I thought that I would enjoy. It was a quick read, but it still had so much substance to it, and I just feel like I'm really looking forward to seeing where Micah and her story goes. I'm also looking forward to some romance. I'm trying to guess who is going to be her love interest, because there's like two options, I think. So the last book that I ended up reading was Juniper Hill by Devney Perry. I have some thoughts about this, and I'm really sad to say that this book actually kind of disappointed me. I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads. I feel like that was me being generous. I really feel like I didn't read the same book that everyone else read. It was just very bland to me. I feel like the writing felt very bland. This book really had the potential to be so great. Like all of the qualities that I would look for in a good book were there, but I just don't think that they were executed in the way that I personally like to see them executed, which is fine. Like I know so many people like this book. I literally cannot scroll on Instagram or TikTok without seeing at least one person recommend it. But like I found myself cringing at so many of the lines that were said in this book, and I just wasn't getting that buzz that I normally get whenever I'm reading a romance. I actually find that I liked Indigo Ridge way better than this one. I also think that the writing in Indigo Ridge was a little bit bland, but it worked for the story because it had a more serious tone to it. The character's inner monologue is something that's like super important to me, and when I feel like I'm reading facts off of a fucking info card and I'm getting bored, like why am I getting bored reading your inner monologue? That's when I know it's a wrap, it's time to go, like I'm over it. Like for example, Mariana Zapata is someone who writes very inner monologue heavy books, and I don't find myself getting bored. Like I find myself wanting to know more about the character, wanting to know why they feel the feelings that they feel. I'm so sad because I really wanted to like this. I had such high hopes for it. It wasn't enough for me to sit here and be like, this is one of the best romance books I've ever read, which I saw a lot of people saying in the comments and in like on Goodreads and Twitter and Instagram. Those are like really bold claims. So I went into it with these really high expectations. The rating that I gave it right now is a 3, but I honestly think I'm going to go back and change it and just like keep it as a 2. Anyway, so overall I read 3 books for this 24-hour readathon. I'm really proud of myself. I did kind of expect to read more, but like I said, I get distracted very easily, and if maybe I cut out all the distractions like Twitter and TikTok, I would have gotten more books read, but I didn't do that. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this 24-hour readathon. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all of the above. That'll be in my description. And while you're at it, you might as well hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Comment a flower emoji if you stayed to this point in the video, and I will see you all in my next one.
East and the west, racking up on my breath, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've rest all night long. She putting me to the test, got a lot on, I'm trying to take out the rest.